Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us. My name is Damon Michelizzi, spokesperson for the Orange County Sheriff's Department. I'm joined today by representatives from the Orange County Fire Authority, California Highway Patrol, Anaheim Police Department, OC Animal Care, and National Pet Safety Advocate Bark Buckle Up. We're here to discuss the importance and dangers of driving with pets unrestrained in our vehicles. Now, statistics show that the vast majority of dogs traveling in vehicles today are doing so unrestrained. Now, we all love our dogs, and a lot of people like to travel with their small dogs on their lap while driving. Well, that's a distraction, and you may not know that you can get a ticket for doing so. In addition, in a crash, an airbag can crush a small dog, kill it, and cause greater injury to the driver. People with big dogs traveling unrestrained in the back seat pose an even greater danger. In a crash, a 60-pound dog becomes a projectile that travels at 2,700 pounds of pressure. When emergency response teams arrive, that animal may want to protect its owner. And any time lost in the caring for an accident victim due to the need to tend to a frightened animal or a scared dog or an injured dog can and should be avoided. I'd like now to introduce Battalion Chief Chris Conception of the Orange County Fire Authority.
Thank you, Damon. Thanks for having us here. And the Orange County Fire Authority, along with the other fire services, we respond to a lot of traffic accidents. And as you know, our responder safety is of the utmost importance during those accidents. And an unrestrained pet can, as Damon had mentioned, can be a problem for us in that they can be a projectile. They can cause other problems and cause other, generate other patients for us. The other things too is that those pets can be hostile towards the responders and the other bystanders. The other thing is that they can also run away if they're unrestrained and can get hit by other cars. So it's very important that those pets are restrained at all times. So we really appreciate the efforts of the Bark Buckle Up program. Orange County Fire Authority supports those programs and hopes that everybody will keep their pets restrained. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Officer Jennifer Hink from the California Highway Patrol.
Thank you, Chris. Assembly Bill 2233 would have made it an infraction for a person to drive a motor vehicle while holding a pet in their lap or in their arms. The provisions of this bill would have helped to free the driver's hands so that they were in more control of their vehicle, having both hands on the steering wheel. In July, we passed a law for cell phones so that we want hands-free cell phone use. So following that same rule, if you're holding a pet that possibly is moving around, that's going to be a distraction. It's going to cause inattention in the vehicle. There are many types of distractions that drivers must deal with while operating a motor vehicle, inside and outside of the vehicle. Many of these distractions are controlled by the driver, and a driver's attention should be on operating that motor vehicle and not what's going on inside that motor vehicle, such as children or unrestrained animals. I can't stress enough that eliminating distractions in the vehicle could possibly make our roadways a safer place to drive. In 2006, there were 142 collisions where inattention was due to an animal in the vehicle, and that was an associated factor to the collision. I just want to remind everybody to drive safely and please buckle up. At this time, I want to go ahead and introduce Sergeant Rick Martinez from Anaheim Police Department.
You know, on behalf of all first responders, we want to encourage everybody to please buckle up your animals. It is going to prevent any distractions. We want to remind you to place those vehicles in the back seat, not in the front. One of our officers vividly recalls arriving at a traffic accident, which turned out to be a fatality for the animal, which was sitting in the front seat when the airbag deployed, the animal was killed. Place those animals in the back seat. Also, by restraining those animals, should you be involved in an accident, the first responders will be able to concentrate on what they need to do to take care of the victims in the car. They won't be bitten by the animal, and also if the animal is not restrained, there's a chance that that animal is going to be running into the street, causing first responders to have to deal with trying to chase after that loose animal while still trying to take care of the victims. So again, we encourage everybody to secure your animals inside those vehicles. I'd like to turn it over now to Ryan Drabeck with OC Animal Care.
Well, first I'd like to thank the Orange County Sheriff's Department, Orange County Fire Authority, Anaheim Police Department, the California Highway Patrol, and BARC Buckle Up for this opportunity to cooperatively encourage our communities to be responsible pet owners. OC Animal Care encourages all pet owners to ensure their pets are spay-neutered, wearing identification and have an ID microchip, and are up to date on all vaccinations. Most importantly, we need to provide all the love and attention that is always reciprocated by our pets. Responsible pet owners should also take the extra steps necessary to safely transport our pets. They deserve to arrive at the destinations as safely as we do, and it is up to us to make sure that that happens. It can be just as terrifying for our pets to be involved in a traffic collision, and their fear, which can produce aggressive behavior, can place emergency responders in an even more difficult situation. OC Animal Care encourages pet owners to take preventative measures to protect themselves and their pets from injuries that can be caused by traffic collisions. OC Animal Care, along with other animal control agencies, will be here to care for your pets in any unforeseen event. In conclusion, let me also take the opportunity to encourage you to adopt an animal from your local animal shelter. I'd now like to turn it over to Christina Selter with BARC Buckle Up.
Thank you for coming. I'd also like to thank all of our first responders and their support here at the Orange County Sheriff's Department Training Facility. BARC Buckle Up has been traveling the nation teaching and promoting pet safety in and around vehicles. Not just for the pet safety, that's important. Expensive vet bills hurt the wallet. But for our passengers, our drivers, and our specialty, our first responders. They're there every day to help us, our passengers, and our drivers. It's our job to help make their jobs safer and easier. When they come to the scene of an accident, their job is to get to the human occupants and get them to safety. As you've learned here today, that is a bit hard when you get there and there's an injured pet or a frightened pet. They may bite or escape out a window or an open door running across the highway or street, causing additional accidents, or of course our first responders having to run around the highway and try and catch them, or other drivers swerving to miss the pet, causing additional accidents. Now those drivers and pet parents or pet owners would be responsible for any other accidents that their pet creates or causes. It's our job to secure the pets. The easiest ways are with products that are already out there: travel harnesses, kennels. Now kennels you'd also want to secure to the D-rings in the vehicles. Pet carriers, doggy and kitty car seats. Yes, cats travel too. And then again, anything that you can secure your pet not in the front seat. We now know that airbags are not good for small dogs or big dogs. Just like children, pets belong in the back seat. Airbags come out at about 220 miles per hour. That's faster than you can blink your eye. That fast and that pressure will injure or kill your pet. I'd also like to go ahead and announce that we will be doing demonstrations with our dogs that are here today. We want to thank our canine friends for joining us. BARC Buckle Up also is announcing today our First Responder Stat Tracker program. We're going national to meet with first responders and hold press conferences, also to hand out our free pet safety kit to everybody in the public. It has a first responder decal that belongs on the driver's door. If you have an accident, the fire or police will see that decal and know that there's a pet either in the vehicle or at home. You then replace the envelope into your glove box. It's like a car registration. So now animal control, police, fire, highway patrol can easily take the information, contact the people on the card. Your dog or cat now can be picked up by a friend or neighbor, or go to your vet, which your vet knows you and your pet better, and they will make the decisions on medical based on your happiness. So I'd like to go ahead and break here. We'll go ahead and do some demonstrations. I encourage questions and one-on-one interviews with all of our first responders. They see all of this firsthand. Thank you.